Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 2nd to the 9th. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising. And before we get into it, can you hear that? The church bells? What? Talk about timing. Talk about timing. Now, Capricorn, this is going to be a big week. As you can see, a lot happening here. Major week. It is the best week of June. And listen, you're feeling a lot of energies from May spilling over into June, especially those trines, right? We had the Sun trine Pluto, we had Venus trine Pluto, and now you see we have Jupiter trining Pluto right away on Sunday. This is on June 2nd. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I really like this for you. There could be something really big with money here for y'all. This could be a really big money week for y'all. In fact, with Pluto and Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter is all about good fortune, good luck, prosperity, profit, expansion. And you got Pluto ruling other people's money, shared resources. It could be bonuses, commissions, inheritance, investments, joining bank accounts with someone. There's so much happening here. Really big week of investments in general. But this Jupiter trine Pluto is one of the most powerful aspects of the year of 2024. One of the best days of 2024. It is the best aspect of this month as well. This is definitely, Pluto's also transformation. So there's this part of you that's starting to transform. You're transforming your life, okay? You could be transforming other people's lives too. To be honest, you really could be doing that here. Trines are very, very auspicious. They're really, really nice. And this aspect is so powerful. You're going to feel it for 10 days, 12 days, 2 weeks. I mean, this is really, really, really big. Now, remember Pluto and Aquarius in your second house of salary, income, finances, also self-worth, self-confidence. Pluto is empowerment. So you can start feeling a lot more, influential, a lot more empowered. It's just so nice. And Jupiter in Gemini has moved into your sixth house. So I wouldn't be surprised if y'all are picking up new jobs, new hobbies, new projects. This is definitely going to be one to remember. All right. Now, the other very unique thing about this is that Jupiter and Pluto are so fresh in these signs that nobody on Earth has experienced this aspect, okay? Unless you are a vampire. Jupiter hasn't been in Gemini in 12 years. Pluto hasn't been in Aquarius in 250 years. Okay, so everyone is feeling this, and it's very exciting. It's this, fresh new energy. The other interesting thing about this is that Jupiter does expand, and Pluto's all about rebirth. It's regeneration. So there's something, again, this transformation story that you're telling, especially through this thread of Pluto trines. Really, really, really nice. There's some new things that could blossom from this. And also remember, they're both air signs, Gemini and Aquarius. So there's something of the mind here, the way that you see things, thoughts, ideas, innovations that you may be thinking about, your mindset. You could feel a big shift here. But when I think, when I say air, right, these air signs, I want you to think of also like movement and magic and belief in the universe. This is definitely going to be like big picture energy. Okay. Now, Mercury is actually sextiling Neptune this day as well, which is really nice. Okay. Because especially for you, Neptune is in Pisces in your third house of communication. Mercury rules communication. So a lot of healing energy here. Okay. Especially through words. Okay. Art as well. It's a very spiritually moving aspect. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams could be sending your messages around this time. I know it's not listed here. I didn't have room to put it on the calendar, but it's just really, really nice to have it on this day. Now, Monday, June 3rd, Mercury moves into Gemini. This is, Mercury is a ruler of Gemini, and so feels really good in Gemini. So this is you being very social, having conversations, really sharing ideas, communicating, building bonds, being very articulate. I can't even say articulate. How funny is that? Irony. Also using that like intellectual side of yours, like it really is all about social fitness here. And remember, Mercury's only in Gemini for 2 weeks, so really take advantage of this. You really want to take advantage of all this Gemini energy, which is telling you to have fun, be social, Communicate. Now the other thing is that on this day, this is when we have that rare planetary alignment. There's gonna be 6 planets visible early in the morning on this day, so definitely take a look. You will pretty much need like binoculars or telescope. A lot of y'all, listen, you're gonna be able to see a lot of these planets like with the naked eye, but I love when this happens. Okay, so it's just very special. Now on Tuesday, June 4th, as you can see, the biggest day of the week. Let's break it down for you. We have Mercury conjuncting Jupiter and Gemini. This is happening in your 6th house. 6th house is not only everyday activities, your routines, but also work. It's also health and fitness and wellness. It's also pets. So you could get really good news around this time. Around any of that, it's a very optimistic day. You could be giving good news around this time as well. All right, you could be giving good news. It's really, really, it's definitely going to be one of those days. It's a feel good day. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all think about planning travel around this time. Really, really, really. I mean, it's Mercury and Jupiter. Mercury rules short distance travel. Jupiter rules long distance travel. It is definitely like travel could be on your mind. And then also, you could even. So 2 things here. You could have, because it's Mercury conjuncting Jupiter, you really could have like a very important conversation around this time as well. I would, if you need to plan it around this time, around this day, it's something that's really going to move the needle. Okay. This is also a time where you could get really enthusiastic about learning something new. So remember that curiosity that comes with all this Gemini energy, being very open-minded to try new things, especially with something that you can build upon. Like there's something here for you. Contracts could be signed. This is definitely going to be one to remember. This is definitely one where you could feel that even like, just being really smart about the things that you do, really being creative about the things that you do. It's you playing your hidden immunity idol wisely, like you really get it right. Does anybody get that reference? If you do, please leave a comment. Nobody has. Mercury trining Pluto is happening on the same day. This is, again, being very influential, okay? Feeling very influential, feeling very empowered. Vice versa with someone else, right? Someone having a really big impact on your life. This is definitely going to be one where you could be very empowered in terms of communicating. Like even public speaking, you could be doing a TED Talk. Don't know if those still exist. You could be doing a podcast that goes really viral. This is just you having a lot of, influence, Let's see if that way, but also money talks about money could be a big thing here, and intimacy could be a big thing. All right. There could be something here, but it is like very, like, again, this is not like having small talk. This is serious conversations, especially with Mercury trining Pluto, very serious planet. Okay. So this is more like Bitcoin level stuff rather than pennies. Okay. Remember, there's that yearning to learn something new too, especially if you don't know anything about Bitcoin like me. But also, like, you could go really deep on the psychological level, like really, really, again, exploring things that help you become a lot more self-confident, have a sense of like stronger sense of like self-worth, self-value. But remember, this is all your 2nd house here. And then Sun conjuncting Venus. This is love on a whole other level. This is love. This is unconditional love, being in touch with their super conscious. This is love is in the air energy, especially if you're single. There is definitely like enormous love potential here, but there's also like falling in love with someone else's mind, someone, and again, like vice versa, like you could be, having a random conversation with, the 4 golden retrievers just down the street, and they could make you see things in a different way, whatever it is. What I mean. It's like you just never know with these aspects. But Venus is love and relationship. There is love on a deep level here, a lot of self-love too. Now, Venus is also money. So when I say this could be a really big money week for you, yes, could be a big money week for you. There could be a lot of you having conversations about money, finances, maybe even thinking about money and finances around this time. Remember, Venus is also creativity. So just having like a lot of like just surge in creativity, but also this just same time, this surge in love. I love this. Speaking of love, it's also Venus is also beauty. So remember, this is also a time where you may just feel very charming at your most, feeling very attractive and going out there and being flirty. And it's really, and even if you're in a relationship, just feeling that surge of love. Like it's a great aspect with a lot of just pleasures here. Okay. It's got to be really nice. Now, on Thursday, June 6th, we have the new moon in Gemini. This one's really big. We have a superstellium here. And this is just a lot of planets in Gemini. This is the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. This is huge. Remember, Venus is still in conjunction. Jupiter's still trining Pluto. This is powerful. This is really powerful. And then remember what I said in your monthly forecast, 6 months later, the corresponding full moon in Gemini that's happening in December 15th, right before your birthday season, that one's conjuncting Jupiter. I mean, talk about the rewards that you're going to reap. Put your energy out there. You always want to set intentions. You want to do new things. You want to put your energy out there. You want to really manifest now. You really, really want to take advantage of this new moon. All right. It's very powerful. You could find yourself like, building meaningful connections around this time as well. Okay. But it really is a lot of it's travel related. There could be some travel plans that you're going to be planning, or even just travel in general. You could be traveling this week. Now on Saturday and over the weekend, this is when we start getting to the squares. Now Saturn, you see on Saturday, Venus squaring Saturn being your ruling planet. You may be a little more affected about this. Now, Saturn is, well, these squares, all right, as I said in your monthly forecast, they're pushing you. They're pushing you to to grow and thrive and to expand and be the best version of yourself. So use that energy. Venus squaring Saturn. It really is. There could be something with relationships here. There could be something with communicating with people as well. So just keep that in mind. You may feel like a little bit of a squeeze. All right. So just remember to be very diplomatic. If you find yourself in, a little bit of a squeeze, Venus is diplomacy. This is all about your heart being open. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind because the same day Mars will enter Taurus. This is pretty major. Mars moving into Taurus is pretty major because it's a big slowdown. Mars is leaving its domicile of Aries to move into Taurus. And Mars in Taurus is like, what am I doing here? What is going on? Why am I not going as fast as I normally do? Because Taurus is so grounded. Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus is very practical about things. So this is your time to really, really put a lot of practicality, a lot of like logical, sensible thinking in terms of your future, especially with things that bring you joy, because Taurus, remember, rules your fifth house of pleasure and joy and family and children and romance and love. So it's really just kind of creating this roadmap for yourself. But you may like this slowdown. Taurus being your BFF, fellow earth sign. So you may actually really, really love this and appreciate it. And, as Mars is exalted in your sign. So anyway, you're going to be absolutely fine. Just know that things are going to slow down a little bit and really, really think about things that, things like your heart desires, right? Because Taurus is Venus ruled and spend time in nature. Taurus is such a nature associated sign. All right. It really is all about those physicalities, things around you, really absorbing all the beautiful things around you, using your five senses. So definitely go to a beach, go to the woods, go up to the mountains, go to the, East River, whatever it is, just spend time in nature, bring your cat, bring, your crystals, whatever you need, and just have that time to just really connect really connect. You're very earthy too. You know that. And then on the 9th, we have the Sun squaring Saturn. Now, this is, where, especially coming after Mars moving into Taurus and Venus squaring Saturn, which you're still going to feel. So it's basically Venus and the Sun squaring Saturn at this point. All right. So definitely something being communicated. All right. There could be something that you could be wanting to communicate that's hard to communicate. Someone could be talking to you in a way where you're just like, what? Stop. What's going on here? So remember, you want to be very diplomatic and really just work with these energies. Some of y'all may not feel it as, you may feel it in a sense where it's not communication, but it's travel. All right. It could be something travel related where something goes a little sideways, like maybe reminds you of a Mercury retrograde or whatnot. Third house is, short distance travel as well. So just keep that in mind. With these squares, it really is like next week is when we have a lot of squares, Capricorn. All right. So this is just kind of like the build up to it. And so think of these squares as quicksand. You're only ankle deep at this point. You got this. You can keep moving forward. Okay. So keep that in mind. Remember, Saturn is Chronos. Saturn is time. All right. So Saturn wants you to be patient, especially with Mars moving into Taurus, and you're going to move through these energies, but you will be fine as long as you trust your intuition, as long as you, really stay in touch with your higher self and, have that patience and that confidence in yourself. And you're going to be absolutely wonderful, Capricorn. Let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 2nd to the 9th. Again, for Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon. If you do want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to. Capricorn, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2nd to the 9th of this year, 2024. Capricorn, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread if we need to pull clarifiers. You know that we will, Capricorn. Secondly, I love you. Y'all are amazing. I hope you're having an amazing June, right? Amazing June. And even May, if you are watching this in May, all right? Again, really great energies right now. And I'm going to tell you this now, all right, Capricorn? These really are the best months of 2024. I've been saying this since your annual forecast, May and June. So take all the action you need to right now and really have fun right now and be social and absorb all this really great energy. Okay, so let's, oh, wow. Okay, so you're good. Just have fun. Okay, that's all it is here. I feel like this week you may feel those Saturn squares again, because Saturn is a ruling planet. Of course, you're going to feel a little bit more than the other signs. But it does seem like you may be a little, it's something like you may feel defensive around something, but you're going to be absolutely fine. It's just like something that you may be, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. You're good. All right. So you have the Nine of Cups. Really great. As you know, the Knight of Cups is a card of like total satisfaction. This is someone who is, there could have been something that you really wanted that has come through. That's really, really nice. It could have come in terms of emotional fulfillment. That's what cups are: love, relationships, emotions, feelings, also intuition. But this is a card where, I say it's like genie in a bottle energy. You can even see him sitting there like a genie in a bottle. You can see all the cups over his head, a lot of enlightenment. But this is really, really nice. This is a really good feel-good card. You could have already gotten a message that has come through that really changed things for you and was something that you were hoping for. Now, Hangman in the heart of your spread, very spiritual card. And I love this for you. I love that you got the Hangman. What's really interesting is that you got so remember, this is a weekly reading, not a monthly reading, but the Hanged Man, this is really nice. This is you having that. It's almost like you're ready to move on to this big change in your life that's about to happen. And this week you will feel a lot of that spiritual enlightenment, okay, with the Hanged Man here. Now, the Hanged Man is someone who is actually really, he wants this transformation. He's the one that's preparing for it. He's the one that put himself upside down. You see the smile on his face, the halo around his head. The Hangman comes right before the Death card, which is a card of transformation. So this is really nice. And this is a lot of spirituality that's part of this, okay? So you transforming, again, seeing things in a new way, having, that's going to be a big thing this week. But a lot of those things, in order to see things in a new way, you've got to let some things go too. You got to make room for them, right? He does make this big sacrifice. He's making this surrender. So keep that in mind. Now, you have the Three of Cups here, okay, in your challenge area. So two things. It really could be, well, one, there could be something where the first thing that's come through is just like, have fun. Okay. There could be like, it maybe like something around you. It's just like, it's hard to socialize and have fun. You can see the three sisters here toasting each other. They're having a great time. Now, what's really interesting about this is that you remember Saturn, your ruling planet, is in Pisces in your third house of communication. You got the Hanged Man attributed to Neptune, which is, in Pisces as well, your third house of communication. You got the Knight of Cups, a Pisces card. So you've got all these cards that are saying, communication and whatnot. Third house, though, is also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. So a lot of family energy there as well. So there could be something there for you. But in your challenge area with the three sisters here toasting each other, it could be a partnership as well. This is a Cancer card, and Cancer rules your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something here that you're not like having fun with, or there could be a lot of like, I'm getting like Mean Girl energy, Regina George energy. There could be some people that actually don't like, it could be a week where you feel like they don't have your back, or they're doing things where you're not included. But again, the biggest message that was coming from me was that social aspect. Like, why are you not being social? Why are you not having fun? You should be. And I'm going to show you why. You got the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So there is something where it's like this resistance that's coming through. Okay. This resistance, not in a bad way. It's just like, maybe there is, it's just like maybe there is a lot going on. Okay. Remember, we're about to move into all these Saturn squares where, especially with the Sun squaring Saturn, where, you want to ask yourself, am I overexerting myself? Am I taking on too much? Is there, do I feel overwhelmed with a lot of responsibilities? What are some things that I can unburden? Right. So Seven of Wands in your crown, this is really standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, but there is a sense of like, there is this protective energy with the Eight of Swords and the root of your spread. Okay, this is someone who has a blindfold on, bound, surrounded by swords, really can't face her truth, really doesn't want to face her truths, but her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. Okay. But this is also, we call this like the self-victim card. She put herself here the same way that the Hanged Man put himself in this place where he wants this transformation. She put herself in a place where she just wants to stay in the same place and not let anything affect her, or, it's that low energy frequency that like she's seeking into. All she has to do is be honest with herself about things. Okay. So there is a sense of, there may be a little bit of resistance. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to clarify two of these. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, you see that you got the Page of Cups first of all, clarifying the Seven of Wands. So there is definitely something here where it's just saying, go toward that new thing. Okay, pages are the newbies in the royal court. They bring in that fresh new energy. Cups, again, remember that the self of like sense of enlightenment and your intuition and love and feeling, just feeling really good, doing something that you're going to follow your bliss, something that you want to do that opens things up for you. A lot of intuitive energy with the Page of Cups as well. Okay, so really trusting your intuition. You have a lot of like spiritual energy across your cross. Now, look, you got the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So another card of what we would say is like self-victim. These two people are actually focusing on their plight. They're refusing to see that church. Okay. They feel good, feeling bad for themselves. I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying that's what this card is. And so, but it's coming with the Eight of Swords. So there's something that you may have to face and something that you may have to let go. All right. So keep that in mind. I'll do one more clarifier. I'll do more, that's how much I love y'all. All right. And once you do, you're good to go. You got the Knight of Swords, another Gemini card, by the way. And so really setting your mind free. Really remember, swords are the air suit, the mental suit. Okay. Really moving forward in that capacity, not having any fear, not just being completely courageous and going after everything that you want. Especially in this, it's almost like if there was that quicksand, you're wearing anti-quicksand boots at this point, and you're just like, boom, all right. Especially up here again, it's almost like this freeness of your mind, which is really, really nice. But to have these two core cards clarify that, that's really amazing. And then you got the Hierophant in your future. This is really good. The Hierophant is all, very spiritual. He loves structure. So remember, with these Saturn squares, a lot of it is like thinking about that structure in your life. That's what Saturn is. But there is something here where it is, remember what I said, with also these Pluto aspects and feeling empowered and feeling influential and being influential to others as well, like as the Hierophant. Okay. Really, really nice. I mean, people listen to the Hierophant. You can even see the two monks at his feet here. But coming after the Hangman is really special. It's really, really nice. A lot of wisdom here. So you're moving into this place of a lot of wisdom as long as you let go of things. Don't fight yourself. Don't fight things that are in your head, like have that, if there's like this tug of war energy, you're going to be fine. You're going to be set for you. There's going to be some new things happening for you. All right, Capricorn, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. What is this thing that you're that that you're just like, okay, this is going to set me free. I gotta let this go. I gotta let this go. Oh, you're good. You got to get out of your head, and there could be a lot of noise around you. But in the end, the very thing that, remember what I said, as long as you trust your intuition, as long as you trust yourself and you have that confidence in yourself, you're going to be absolutely fine. There's something new and really special coming through. First, you got the Six of Pentacles here. So yeah, there is that sense of like gratitude, that generosity, that sharing, that spiritual wealth, sharing your spiritual wealth, feeling other spiritual wealth, but really the sense of giving. But what's coming through for me is this opening up. Okay. Opening up. You can see this man is opened up. He's sharing, he's helping these two people. Right. So you see Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Once you actually accept, there's hope support all around you, and hope. Sure. You see the Pentacles shaped as an anchor. That's an anchor of hope. Once you accept that, you receive. So there is, as long as you get rid of, or if you feel like you're stuck in some energy, continue to move forward, find that confidence, and you're going to be fine. And then now you have the Five of Wands in your external factors area. So yeah, there could be a lot of noise around you. There could be a lot of, y'all have been going through like a lot of family energy, a lot of home energy as well. A lot of stuff happening around there, still happening with the North Node in your fourth house. You're coming out of Taurus season. That was your fifth house of family, children as well, and love and relationships. But here, there is something here where it could be a lot of, just a little bit of conflict. Okay. A little bit of conflict. Mars can bring that. Okay. Mars can definitely bring that in Leo. All right. So, Leo actually does rule your eighth house, believe it or not. How crazy is that? Synchronized. Like that's crazy. Okay. Because, that's, eighth house. Pluto is the native ruler of the eighth house. So your inner transformation, but there really could be something here where it is, again, just maybe just not seeing eye to eye with people, as long as you are the one that rises above. People, again, will listen to you. You are going through this. This is going to be a very transformative week for you. I'm going to clarify that one too. So big message. Don't resist things. Don't resist, most of all, your transformation. Don't resist this change that's had. It's a very spiritual one that's happening for you. So don't resist that and have fun. Okay. Have fun. This is the month to do it. Now you see that here, once you have that moment where if there's too many cooks in the kitchen, if there's people not seeing eye to eye, whether at work, possibly work, okay, with colleagues and whatnot, then you're going to be fine, okay? You got the Ace of Wands. Something is definitely coming through, okay? Because look, you got the Ace of Cups in your final outcome. Before you even get there, you have the Knight of Wands here, which is absolutely amazing. I love the fact that you got this. Again, that go, go, go energy. You and your two knights here, okay? Nothing's going to stop them. This is one knight that is just as active as the Knight of Swords. Now, Wands, your passions, okay, your passions, your ambitions, your work-related matters as well. But this is someone who is just ready to get going. He's on a quest. He's ready to just go after those passions. But again, a lot of y'all are looking to travel. That is a big thing that's happening here. Now, Ace of Cups, you got two aces in a weekly reading, Capricorn. This is going to be, so you see, once you stop resisting things and feeling stuck in an area and you move forward, look at what you make room for. Remember, the Hangman makes room for this transformation. Now you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands, aces, by the way, usher in that new change, new beginnings during the week of the new moon in Gemini. New beginnings, all right? New cycle that you're moving into. Wands, as I said, things that you're passionate about. Remember, they're also like work-related, enterprise, career. But listen, you see the leaves sprouting from the wand there, okay? Plant them seeds. But it's in your external factors area. Seems like as long as you move forward and not resist this transformation you're going through, you got something waiting on the other side and something that's going to bring you complete emotional fulfillment. Rapturous pleasure. This is the Ace of Cups. This is the Holy Grail right here. It's a holy grail. We call this the heart of tarot, by the way, the Ace of Cups. So yeah, is there new love coming in for y'all? Yeah, possibly. Is there new dreams? Whatever you want. Every time this card comes up, think about the last time something brought you so much joy. It brought you to tears, okay? Whether it is like having a baby or getting your dream job or getting proposed to, getting your first Gucci bag, whatever you want, Capricorn. There you go. All right. There you go. This is absolutely amazing. You and your two aces. Listen, you're going to be absolutely fine. There's something new brewing. Like I said, you're moving into this place where something new is happening. It seems like this really big shift, especially with the Hangman and the Hierophant. A big spiritual shift as well, but it seems like whatever you're seeking, there is this, if you can stop resisting things and think about your future forward and not, be stuck in this energy, you've got all these wonderful new things happening for you. Capricorn, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on, Capricorn. And next week, we will talk more about the aspects next week. Okay, Capricorn, thanks so much. Y'all are good. Y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.